If cash flowing real estate is such a great investment, then why would anyone sell a cash flowing property to you that throws off residual income every month? Especially these turnkey real estate companies that do this at scale. Now, why would someone want to sell you a goose that lays golden eggs if it pays them every month? Well, then wouldn't they just keep holding on to it themselves for cash flow? I mean, why in the heck would they sell it to you? Is there something wrong with it? Well, there are just so many reasons for selling cash flowing property. Yes, a ton of reasons for selling even a young, healthy goose that lays golden eggs every month and is expected to do that for years. In fact, I'll even share with you why I recently sold 2 cash flowing apartment buildings from my own personal portfolio. 2 big golden gooses that laid a lot of golden eggs. You're also going to see what those buildings look like. Let's look at why and how. So settle in, and by the end of this video, you'll have surprising but probably reassuring answers to all of this. Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold, Get Rich Education founder, Forbes Real Estate Council member, and 20-year real estate investor. One reason for selling cash flowing property is moving. Say that a family in City A owns a few mom and pop rental homes that they self-manage, and they move to City B in another state for whatever reason. Well, they'll often sell their income properties back here in City A. Some people want to self-manage their property, often because they never explored their best and highest use. But anyway, if they do move to City B, then they'll sell that property back in City A rather than try to find a property manager in that city that they vacated. Another reason that people sell cash flowing property is that even if someone is not moving, that person might just be tired and worn out of the self-management hassle and calls from tenants, but yet they don't try professional management because that person a lot of times has the DIYer mentality, that so common do-it-yourself mindset. Okay, most people just don't take a strategic approach to real estate investing like you are by watching this. Other reasons for people selling cash flowing property are death, marriage, divorce, and all kinds of life events, either joyous or tragic milestones in their lives. If a husband and a wife, if they own rental properties, but running and managing them was, just say it was kind of the husband's thing, and then the husband dies, well, then the wife doesn't know how to run the properties and immediately deal with all the tenants. She gets overwhelmed, so she's likely to sell rather than hire a property manager if that really wasn't her lane and the kind of stuff that she did. People might sell their cash flowing property in case of all kinds of emergencies, medical and otherwise. Because see, a lot of times in an emergency, people need a quick lump of cash instead of the steady stream of cash flow over time. That doesn't always work for people in their new situation. Okay, now most of these situations I talked about, they involve some sort of external life change for property sellers, a lot of them tragic. Shortly, I'm going to tell you why I sold my big golden gooses even though I had no tragedy or stress in my life at all. Now, let's look at why turnkey real estate providers sell properties. And a turnkey provider is an at-scale, all-done-for-you company. And what they do is they fix up run-down properties or they build new ones, and then they place your tenant, sell it to you, and hold it under management if you'd like them to. That turnkey provider, well, that provider, they run out of money too. They can't buy all of the properties themselves, and as individuals, you or they can typically only get 10 Fannie Freddie income property loans if you're single, 20 if you're married. A turnkey company prefers a lump sum payout when they sell this property to someone like you because they're often holding on to short-term debt on the property that they need to pay off. That's at a higher interest rate than the long-term mortgage debt that you're going to get on the property. And their business model is to take that cash from the sale and then go pay all cash for another distressed property that they can fix up. And if you think that turnkey providers snatched up all of the good properties themselves years ago, yeah, they probably did do some of that. In fact, I would want a turnkey provider to have snatched up some good properties from their own markets and neighborhoods earlier. It shows me that they believe in what they sell. And in fact, if they didn't buy what they were selling themselves, I'd probably be quite a bit more concerned than if they did buy some of their own properties and eat their own cooking earlier. Now, let me talk about my personal property sales, but hey, go ahead and put a like on the video here if you like how I'm breaking it down. I recently sold 2 cash flowing apartment buildings at the same time, or almost the same time. Those sales actually closed on consecutive days. Both of these cash flowing apartment buildings that I sold were 100% occupied with tenants. I had competent management in place, and there was little or no deferred maintenance issues with the buildings. Do you want to know my reason for selling these 2 nice golden apartment gooses that were seasoned and steadily laying some nice golden eggs? All right, can you guess why I would do this? All right, and fortunately, I didn't have any distress or emergency in my life. Oh, and also, I wanted to sell them fast. I couldn't let these 2 cash flowing apartment buildings linger on the market for a while. I really wanted to get rid of them. Can you guess why? I wanted to sell these long-producing golden gooses that produced nice cash flow, nice golden eggs. I'll tell you why. That is because enough equity had accumulated in them that it made sense to do a 1031 exchange, trading up those 2 golden gooses for 2 even larger gooses, 2 larger apartment buildings. Now, I won't get into the details of how a 1031 exchange works here, but if I can execute within certain timelines, I can trade up all while tax deferring every bit of my capital gains from the 2 relinquished properties. So yeah, I replaced the 2 smaller apartment buildings with 2 larger apartment buildings that would produce even more and larger eggs. I found, I guess, 2 large, very fertile egg producers that were going to produce even more cash flow over time. So I think that you get the message here. And look, to the buyers of my smaller apartment buildings, I appeared as a very motivated seller of cash flowing property. And perhaps that would even make those buyers wonder, well, what was wrong with my 2 apartment buildings that I was relinquishing, even though I had no external stress in my life and that there was nothing at all wrong with the properties. It was due to internal reasons that I wanted to sell. And to me, it's that internal drive to expand my income. No shrinking thinking here at Get Rich Education. You are growing your means even more so than living below your means. And you can find cash flowing turnkey properties for yourself at GRE Marketplace. And gosh, I wish that existed when I had started. It's not like a big box store. It is more like an organic farmer's market where we help match you with cash flowing properties from experienced providers. And a lot of them are turnkey single family rentals up to 4plexes. And much like an organic farmer's market, you check back regularly for new offerings. It is a vibrant market. Check back every few weeks. We even video interview the property managers right there for you. Find your next properties and create cash flow for yourself. I'm Keith Weinhold. For free, create 1 login, 1 time, and I hope to see you over there with a welcome video at gremarketplace.com.